Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Today we have a special guest, Speedrunner0218, with us.
Yay, I'm special.
Yes, for this series, you are indeed special. We left
Mhm.
off with quite the heartbreak at the very end of the last stream. We found out that if you defeat the first 4 Elite Four members, it is not like Jasmine, where you get to just spend the entire time facing the last one. You have to defeat 5 in a row, just like the actual game, which is very unfortunate. So we might be here a little while longer. Not to mention,
Yeah, and then next you'll do Stadium 3.
you mean Battle Revolution?
And have you considered doing that?
I have, yeah.
You never know.
I haven't really looked into the Wii U emulator yet, but we still have the
It's a
whole
Wii game.
Kanto castle, so it might still be a while before we get there.
Ah.
But anyways, we left off with this team as our options. So pretty decent team overall. Maybe just a wee bit psychic heavy, which is fine for Will. Probably not so fine for some of the other members, but that implies we have to be able to beat Will. So, fingers crossed. Okay, well, already starting off by clicking on Claire for some reason.
I was just about to mention that before the stream started. I'm like, hey, did you mean to click on Claire?
Oops. So
Man, you got demoted to Claire.
No. So I noticed that this game has a rules section. Did you know that?
I actually did. I used to do a lot of free battles.
I did not know this game had a rules section. I was like, I saw an options section, and I was like, what options does this game have? Like the only thing I could think of was like maybe the audio section. You could probably put it from like stereo and mono and stereo, I think, are the two options. But yeah, there was a rules. You can like straight up change the rules. Like you can like change the overall levels of the entire team. It's currently set at 300, which is why all of them have level 50s. You could set it to like 400 and they'll all have like level 60s ish.
So yep, the reason I'm here is because I've got the Stadium 2 team manipulator. I don't know if John described what it does in the last stream, but you put in your 6 rentals, because whatever your 6 rentals are determines what Pokemon the trainer will send out, because they have full access to what your team is, kind of like Steve does right now. And I told him that with this team, he is guaranteed to bring in a Xatu, and there's a high chance of Girafarig. But the third Pokemon could be either Kadabra or Clefable, but it could also be Exeggutor or Jinx, so it's one of those 4.
I don't have a good Pokemon for Girafarig.
He's most likely to lead with a Kadabra, but there's 2 other team scenarios where he leads with Xatu.
I figured there was a high likelihood that he would lead with Xatu. He loves leading with Xatu. It's a pretty high probability. So that's why I'm starting with Kadabra so I can go with Thunder Punch.
Yeah.
But
what if he leads with Kadabra though, because that's his most likely team?
If he leads with Kadabra, then we'll lose the Kadabra brawl, and maybe we should consider throwing out Electrode. So
Kind of wish they gave that thing self-destruct.
Yeah, but Electrode would be very bad against Girafarig. Very, very bad. But to be fair, this team doesn't have a lot of A lot of good Pokemon for this matchup. Ironically, they gave Meowth Shadow Ball, which would in fact be quite good. And it does have a lot of speed, which would also be quite good. But its attack stat is quite low, and its defense stats are quite low. So what's going to end up happening is we're going to use Meowth. We're going to hit it. Any of the Pokemon, really. It doesn't matter which one. We're going to use Meowth. Shadow Ball is going to do about a third. Then they're going to use Psychic or whatever move they decide to use, and it's going to do like 3/4. And then I'm going to use Shadow Ball. It's going to do another third, and then Meowth is going to die on basically every single one of them. That will happen. Except Clefable, where Meowth just gets absolutely curb stomped.
Oh, dude, when I was practicing the route for the Stadium 2 Gym Leader Castle run, that Clefable is an absolute menace.
Yep.
Because the problem is, I have a Fearow on my team, and if Will ever sends out Clefable, Fearow's Drill Peck into Hyper... Yeah.
When I was going over free picks, I think I determined, like, Fear was probably top 3 best Pokemon in the game based on moves and stats.
Well, here was the other thing, though. A Drill Peck into a Hyper Beam almost never defeats Clefable, and that thing's got Thunderbolt, or Thunder, and it never misses.
Wait, what? Thunder never misses?
I don't know. I guess whenever he uses it.
Gotcha. Okay.
We all know this, Steve. Thunder never misses when the opponent uses it.
This is true. All right. I think I'm just gonna go Smooch him Electrode and just pray that things go well.
All right. Based on the lead, I can probably tell you what the rest of the team will be.
Well, I doubt it's always in the same order, but the first Pokemon probably is.
No, it'll show at least the first Pokemon will be in the same order.
Ouch.
Okay, yeah, it's the most common team. I figured.
Hoping it was that too.
Yes, Kadabra, Xatu, Girafarig.
I'd like to say my best move is probably still Psychic.
Why not set up a Reflect?
That's hilarious. Like I would do that. His Kadabra, look at it. Look at our HP difference. He's clearly got more stats than me, so he's got more speed. I'm not gonna waste a turn on Reflect.
Do you know how much speed Kadabra has? Your Kadabra?
It doesn't matter. Look at the HP. The HP is, you can't just set DVs for HP. It's set using the other DVs. And so if you can see the HP is higher, then it has most likely overall higher stats in general.
Okay, I get it.
It could be like, 15 15 0 0, and it could be like versus 7 7 7 7, but there's a higher likelihood that it's just 9 9 9 9 versus 7 7 7 7.
Well, this website also shows the exact speed that Will's Kadabra has.
Aww. Oh, it's Girafarig, right? Yep. That makes sense. Well, I used Psychic, so that's not good.
I think the reason he switched was because he knows your Kadabra has Shadow Ball.
My Kadabra definitely does not have Shadow Ball.
You sure it doesn't?
Yeah.
Oh.
That would actually.
Oh, right. That's Will's Kadabra.
A tank.
Oh, wait, no. That's Will's Kadabra. My bad.
Still don't know why he swapped out, though, because, I mean, Girafarig's still not, like, that bad of a matchup for me. And, like, what is it going to do? Use Earthquake or Stomp? At this point,
I don't know why he decided to switch.
It's a 4-shot, so quite frankly, I'm not going to win, but I should deal enough chip damage where Electrode should be able to just finish off Girafarig.
Special drop, special drop.
Oh, it has Shadow Ball. My bad. I forgot about that entirely.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. You cheated. You have Focus Band.
No, I certainly do not. Crit.
It's like special drop, special drop.
Okay, well, you know what's sad? I still can't even finish it off with the Sonic Boom. I still have to rely on Thunder.
But Thunder never misses, remember?
Uh-huh. That's why I'm like, quivering at the thought that Thunder is gonna have to clutch this for me. If it could just have gotten under 20, that would have been great. You think Swift will do
Why
it?
not?
It's
Giraffric has lowered. Oh, its defense and special defense are equal.
it's
Honestly, 29 HP, I think it will. It's a 60 power move. If it was tackle, I'd probably say no. I think Swift will kill.
tackle wouldn't do it. Quick attack wouldn't do it. Swift maybe.
I think.
There's also a chance
Go
that
for
Swift
it.
just does 25 damage, but it is what it
Let's
is.
see.
God, it did 21 damage. What?
Psybeam instead of Earthquake.
Crit.
He detected the confuse.
Yeah, maybe.
Ah,
No? Okay, well. Ironically, we're still
Maybe-
going another Swift because
Hold
even though Sonic Boom is guaranteed, Sonic Boom's not guaranteed to hit. I
yeah.
guess
He's
could've been
probably sending out Kadabra now.
I'll take Kadabra. I won't like it, but I'll take it.
Part of me thinks that Electrode's the only way for you to beat Xatu, so part of me thinks you should switch. Because, I mean, who's your third Pokemon?
Smoochum.
Do you think Smoochum's going to outspeed a Xatu?
I think it'll survive one hit. Question is, will
I think the
Blizzard knock
Kadabra's
it
gonna
out?
go
And
for
the answer will
Psychic.
probably be no.
I think you should switch to Smoochum and get some chip damage in to Kadabra. Because I feel like you need to save Electrode. Hey, Mariah. It's probably going to go for Psychic.
That would make the most sense.
You could go... Is Sweet Kiss the one that confuses or puts you to sleep?
I
think
believe
Lovely Ki-
Kiss
that's
is the one that sleeps. Sweet Kiss is the one that confuses.
Oh. Alright. Hmm.
How bold do I want to go? Because as it currently sits, I'm not going to win. Like, I need something to happen for me to win. Really,
Honestly,
my highest probability of winning is actually Sing.
I think so, yeah. But I'm not sure if you'll outspeed a Kadabra.
I won't. That's why I say I can't win. I have to do something here. If I just do chip damage, then Electro's just going to lose. I have to do something in order to get this
Okay, yeah.
Kadabra down
Go
to
for Sweet Kiss.
get down to Thunder range for Electrode. You want to go Sweet Kiss?
I said Sing.
You want it to hit itself rather than be asleep. Okay.
That's not what I said. I said Sing, dude. Oh. That's
so
hilarious.
much deliberation just for it to miss.
Honestly, if we knew it was going to survive, it would have been a good idea to go for Blizzard.
I mean, I was pretty sure it was going to survive one hit. The question was what was I going to be able to do? And the answer was miss.
Let's see. 100 special defense on Kadabra to 60 defense. Do you think it's a better idea to Swift or go straight
It
for
doesn't matter.
Thunder?
I'm dead. I need to get like the paralysis and a crit, and then a fully paralysis.
Flash.
It was never meant to be. It was a slap in the face to miss the Sweet Kiss. Now it's just like middle finger.
kicking a dead horse.
Right. You're just kicking us while we're down.
Wait.
What, you think we're gonna beat Xatu in one hit? Unfortunately, we also need another crit.
Actually, it's the same special defense as Kadabra, but Xatu is weak to Psychic. You never know.
Crit.
If this wins, I'll
Crit.
donate 20
Crit.
bucks.
Crit.
It didn't even need a crit.
Wow. Okay, you're not obligated. We knew that was gonna happen.
No, you didn't.
We never lost faith.
Actually, no. I just realized I'm not gonna donate. That's gonna kill your team.
It's fine. I don't care.
No.
No, I mean, it's fine. You don't have to donate.
Yeah, all right. It's gonna. Oh, John donated during my World Tournament stream. He donated right before I was gonna get my 5th win, and I had to kill my team. And he's like, no, you could do it after you beat this guy, after you beat Chuck. I'm like, dude, that's not how it works. You can't just kill the team after I beat a gym leader. That's not how donations work. So I had to kill the team. Oh, Koga.
Okay, well, our team is pretty solid for Koga. We're not gonna lose.
All right, he's always gonna bring Venomoth. He's got roughly a 56% chance to lead with Electrode, 28% chance to lead with Muck. So I think he's gonna bring Electrode almost guaranteed.
I mean, we're bringing Kadabra, Smoochum, Drowsy guaranteed no matter what. So it doesn't really matter what he brings. All psychic types versus basically all poison types except for Electrode.
You know his Electrode has Mirror Coat?
That's funny. We'll never use it. Just like that Farfetch'd in Gen 2. We'll never use Sword Stance. Because it's flying type and therefore must be aggressive.
Yeah, you should go Thunder. Punch.
Funny.
It raised its evasiveness. Vicious attack.
How did he know it was vicious? He didn't see it yet.
The heated action continues.
Oh, a second double team. That's actually out of place. He usually goes double team, toxic, double team, double team, double team, double team, double team. I forget if he gets up to like 4 or 5 or 6 before he starts attacking.
Oh, and down it goes.
I forget. We had a really, really good team lose to Koga last stream because nothing managed to hit him at any point.
Will bring out a new Pokemon.
I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. Koga's gimmick, it wasn't working for such a long time. It had to work at some point.
Oh, what's this?
That Venomoth has a focus band. Not sure it ever activated yet.
Oh, that was funny. In the rules, you could turn health items off.
Between the two combatants.
That's funny. Would that apply to the gym leader castle?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just you or just them, but I assume since I'm able to manipulate the levels, I think it would.
Is there any way of stopping this incredible Pokemon force?
But it would be not fun. You have to see, you know, the Xatu get a flinch every now and then and be like, "What? That's not possible."
Sharp attack. That inflicted some damage.
Can we do this damageless?
Special defense is down.
You know, Scott started streaming a casual playthrough of Let's Go Pikachu.
It raised its
Nice.
evasiveness.
Is it bad?
Tough.
I
A furious attack.
I don't like it.
That was good.
Yeah, it's hard to polish a turd.
The last Pokemon.
Plus, I just found this out. That game has no abilities, no IVs, no EVs, no held items. Wild Pokemon battles aren't even a thing except legendaries. Plus, Megas are in it. So strange.
And you were just
Plus,
like,
the starters are
better,
overpowered.
better, megas.
Plus, they made the starters so overpowered. They gave Eevee like 12 signature moves, so it has like something for every gym.
Yeah, but it doesn't get all them all at once, right?
I mean, obviously there's 4 move slots, but you can go between them.
Okay, this matters a lot. Does he bring
Okay.
Blastoise? Because it feels like he brings Blastoise every single run.
Okay, always brings Machamp. All right, good news is he only has an 18% chance of Blastoise, so I think it's highly unlikely we'll see it. His most likely team, though, is definitely going to have Kangaskhan on it for sure, so you're going to need to plan for Kangaskhan.
There is no planning for Kangaskhan. It's just, it moves. The thing about Kangaskhan is it's not good and it's not bad. This Kangaskhan, it just use Dizzy Punch over and over again. If you get confused, you're just screwed.
Oh,
But-
during the Gym Leader Castle speedrun planning, I found out the hardest fight in the entire run is actually Bruno, because of Kangaskhan and Blastoise. Because Kadabra's
They gave him
Thunder
Blastoise in
Punches
that
do
game
like
too?
jack shit. Stadium 2?
Oh, I thought when you said, okay, my bad. I was thinking.
I said Stadium 2.
Right. You must have said that. I was thinking you were talking about the other one. The showdown thing.
No.
Anyways, so is there a likelihood that he'll bring Golem or Onyx?
He has a Golem on 2 of his 14% teams and an Onyx on another one. So it's pretty, I think it's like a 40% chance he brings a rock ground type.
Okay. So I mean right now it's guaranteed get Kadabra Vaporeon. I just don't know between the other 3. I mean I don't think there's any world where we bring Drowsy. Let's see. Psychic, 78 power. Yeah, I mean Smoochum is just worlds better. It's I mean 1 Psychic from Drowsy is like 1 Psychic from Smoochum is like 1 and a half Psychics from Drowsy. Interesting. Smoochum is definitely 20 points worse in HP, defense, and special defense. The Smoochum is definitely a glass cannon, but what's Heracross weak to?
Psychic, Fire.
Fire. Flying Psychic and Fire. I think that's all that it's weak to in this gen. It's weak to Fairy later, but that doesn't exist.
So, question. Do you think Smoochum can live 1 Earthquake or 1 Dizzy Punch?
No.
No. So I think
So that means it has to be Drowsy?
Well, I think it'll outspeed the Heracross and Machamp, so it'll get in a stronger hit.
Because here's the thing. Even though Smoochum has the lower chance of surviving, Smoochum also has the added benefit of Blizzard, just in case for shenanigans happens with Vaporeon.
Well, no, here's the other thing. Drowsy is probably going to underspeed those Pokemon. Smoochum is going to at least outspeed and get the hit in. Plus, you said it. Smoochum has a stronger Psychic.
Also, where we just learned last stream, where we actually had to get where we had to poison Bruno. For some reason, Bruno's got this AI where he will absolutely not fight you if you have a type matchup, good type matchup. He will always switch out. So aggressively that he will literally prioritize switching out over over attacking in any way. We literally had a battle where I beat him because I poisoned his Pokemon, and then I swapped out, he swapped out. I swapped out, he swapped out. His Pokemon died of poison.
All right, so I think we got the team.
Kadabra, Smooch, and Vaporeon.
He's most likely going to lead with Kangaskhan, though.
Smoochum, Kadabra, Vaporeon?
What does Vaporeon have going for it?
waterfall for Golem and Onyx.
Ah. You could
And-
also set up an acid armor on, like if he leads with Kangaskhan, you could set up an acid armor.
Does Kangaskhan not have any
Vaporeon's
special moves?
got bite, but your special defense is really good. He almost always dizzy punches. I don't see him use bite too much.
He basically, I swear I've seen the Kangaskhan use Earthquake. Does it have it?
His does not work. No.
I swore I've seen it. I could have sworn I asked Annie once if they all had Earthquake.
Only his Heracross and Champ have Earthquake.
You're telling me Golem doesn't have Earthquake? That's ridiculous.
It's got Magnitude. It's way better. And it's got Rock Throw instead of Rock Slide. Yep, Kangaskhan.
All right, well, I guess we'll start with one Acid Armor. I don't imagine we're faster.
Kangaskhan is as fast as Pokemon, so probably not.
All right, Confusion.
Yeah, I think maybe just stick to one Acid Armor.
Well, yeah, we took a lot of damage.
Special attack, but its other stats are quite good.
It's okay. We're gonna barely win.
Maybe go for... I was thinking Sand Attack.
I probably should have
But
considered
no-
that. Wow, was that?
Because you're not taking much damage now from Dizzy Punch, so I was thinking just one Sand Attack. If he can just miss once, then I think you might be able to beat it.
Well, the thing is, if I use one Sand Attack, he has to miss one. Otherwise, I wasted a turn.
True, but at this rate, if you just spam Waterfall, he's going to kill you.
This is true.
I mean, that Kangaskhan is essentially the hardest thing to knock out besides Blastoise.
Yeah, it's mirrored.
Embrace your Gen 1.
If every accuracy reducing move was like Fake Out, where you could only use it on the first turn, but like it flares
Yay,
on
it paid
100%
off.
of the time, I think it'd be a lot better.
If it can miss, oh my god, I got a crit.
Oh.
That crit did more than
Quick attack,
more
quick
than
attack,
twice.
quick attack, quick attack.
No, I don't think you understand how bad Quick Attack is. Did you not
Yes, it
just
is.
learn from the Electrode Swift incident?
Hmm,
I'm telling you
okay,
right
Waterfall.
now, I don't even think Quick Attack will do half of his current HP. I think Quick Attack will do
Okay.
13 or less.
Okay.
Say Vaporeon,
The only reason I said this because
Flareon.
part of me thought on the inside that Kangaskhan would hit you and crit you. I just remember in my World Tournament stream, I had a death because I chose not to have my Flareon with Quick Attack, and Quick Attack would have given me the win if I had
We
taught
don't
it.
know that.
So
Quick Attack is one of the worst moves you've ever seen.
The difference is that
hmm,
Flareon is a physical attacker. Vaporeon is not.
40 power is
that's
40
another good
power.
point.
That too.
40 power is nothing.
Hey,
We're
actually-
talking about 2 rages.
All right, so it's either going to be Machamp, Golem, or Heracross.
Do you find some
I think you
actual
should
attack
outspeed
with
that.
this?
Oh, never mind. What I was gonna say is, does his Machamp like using Cross Chop? Because if so, I was thinking Sand Attack.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude!
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, he's a smarty pants. Well,
Vaporeon's
Smoochum's definitely
just-
faster than Vaporeon or
Yeah, it went for the
Machamp.
seismic toss since it always
It-
kills.
The Machamp has 85 speed.
Does Smoochum have 85 speed? I don't think it does.
I think the Jinx. Hold on.
Wait, Machamp does not have 85 speed. It's got 55 speed. I know this because I've
I'm-
used it.
Face speed.
It doesn't
No,
have
I'm talking about the raw speed value. I have the teams
Oh.
up. I can see the Machamp has 167 attack as well. Like,
Yeah,
those are
that
the raw
sounds about
numbers.
Okay, raw numbers. Yeah. But I'm saying as far as like base stat, like it's 55 because it doesn't get guaranteed crits.
Yeah, its base stat is 55.
Right, and Smoochum's is way higher. And Smoochum
It's
has
65.
65 on Smoochum?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I think
Smoochum
it
should do
depends on this. I think it depends on the DVs.
I don't want to swap.
The
So the
opponent's
reason why is I don't want to
cheat.
throw out Kadabra, beat the Machamp, and then have like a Golem or whatever be next. I'd rather already have the Smoochum out when the Golem is in.
Yes.
the opponents do cheat with the DVs and set XP, but maybe Pokemon also get a crap load of speed DVs.
All right, so it's either Golem, Heracross, or there is a 1% Blastoise.
One Pokemon remains.
Please Golem.
It's
That's
down
actually the
to one
second.
Pokemon.
That was actually the 14% team.
Number of remaining Pokemon is 2-1.
Please say you
Thank
went for Blizzard.
Bruno.
Yes.
Praise Book.
No, it's Blizzard. It's super effective.
Weird. I actually expected it to live because it's a Golem, not like a Graveler, but like a Golem. John, we are winning. This is our first team.
Yeah, the
I
team
think so, John,
manipulator is
yeah.
helping. I'm telling Steve like what he should expect.
More
Also,
like
you probably know this by now, but Karen's gonna have Umbreon as the first Pokemon no matter what.
yeah, she pretty much exclusively does that. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm looking at all these different team potentials. They all have an Umbreon lead. Do you
Okay.
have any of your Pokemon holding a Bitterberry?
You'd have. Oh, actually, Smoochum.
Because I think she always goes turn 1 Confuse Ray. But then again, Smoochum is not really a good Pokemon to lead against a Dark type. But she has Victory Bell and Vileplume and Gengar.
I do think we should bring
Actually-
Smoochum, but I don't think we should lead it.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. I don't think anything on your team is going to outspeed Gengar.
Electrode.
Probably that one.
Probably.
All right, so
Yeah.
I'm looking at all right, let me look at who the second Pokemon might be. Let's see.
Electrode outspeeds everything except Quick Attack.
All right, Magmar, Vileplume, and Gengar have a decent chance, but Victory Bell isn't the most likely team, so decent chance of Victory Bell.
So what I'm hearing is we very much love or prefer to have Smoochum out, not first, but like second.
Yeah.
Like Vaporeon, Kadabra, Smoochum.
Okay, if there's anything I've learned, John, is Vaporeon is just really mediocre offensively, and if I'm going to be hit by a Confuse Ray or a Sand Attack at the very beginning, no. I do not rely on these sand attacking methods.
I'm sorry, what move let you win, Bruno? Sand
What do you mean
Attack.
by let me? He only missed one time, so it was actually just
Buddy,
replaced itself.
It
me
let you
win?
miss one time,
No.
and
If
then
I
you
just
got the
had
crit.
just straight up not use sand attack at all, it would have been the same outcome.
Hey, wait, no. Maybe using the Sand Attack, RNG manipped the crit. Have you ever thought of that? You know it probably did.
But the thing is, like, every time.
Sand
Honestly, I
Attack
think
is like
Vaporeon
Confuse
might
Ray.
be your best
You
lead,
do not
because
use it
like
when
you
you're
said, the
thinking, oh, if I lose this, I'm fucked.
How is Electrode not
You
the
use it
best
when
lead?
You're thinking, oh, I'm winning, but if I get
well,
lucky,
the reason I was
you're
thinking
fucked.
Vaporeon, like you said before, the Umbreon's offensive stats are very bad. Your special defense is really good. You can just use one acid armor. And well, actually, wait, no. Oh wait, no. That I was gonna say acid armor to reduce like confuse hit yourself damage, and then you could spam waterfall.
That would
We
actually
can't
work.
be planning for the worst.
I
In-
feel like you
In
should be.
Stadium, when you're 2 level 50s, if you hit yourself in confusion, you can't plan around hitting yourself in confusion. If you do that, then you're wasting turns. Setting up the acid armor because I'm planning on hitting myself means I'm planning on losing. I want to plan on winning. Planning on winning means going for a slightly more like difficult to
Hang on,
achieve
winning. How many
strats.
times have you even beat Karen?
1. To be fair, we've only gotten the chance to defeat her 1 time. We're 1 for 1 against Karen. We've only lost
All right,
like 4
then,
times because of donations. We haven't actually lost to Karen.
All right, I think Electrode's probably the best lead to have, and you definitely want to have Smoochum as well. And I'm thinking for the third one, probably either Kadabra or Vaporeon, but I feel like Vaporeon
Okay.
would be best
okay,
suited
whatever.
if she's...
It's fine.
Actually, I was going to say if she sends out Murkrow, but it's only on a 14% team. I mean, I don't see... I'm looking at these scenarios here from All right, there is a Magmar on a 14% team, so I think it's either or. I'm not really sure who to go for the third.
What? Well, it's guaranteed Vaporeon, Smoochum, Kadabra. Vaporeon is
I
gonna
think so, yeah.
hopefully beat Umbreon, like everyone thinks it will. Smoochum will be used to defeat Victory Bell, Vileplume, or Murkrow.
Yeah. Oh,
And Kadabra will be used for Murkrow, Gengar, and you know what? If Magmar is in there, we feel kind of bad, but I think still Magmar can be defeated by Kadabra or
I'll be back.
Smoochum, but most likely not. But
okay. I just realized this. Karen's Gengar absolutely sucks. Its
Yeah.
only ghost move is Lick.
yeah, we know it sucks. Well, actually, so I didn't know it sucks, but it has not performed well in any of the battles we've had against her. So it's Vaporeon, Smoochum, Kadabra, and Smoochum is only going against going against grass types.
And now the challenger
Because we don't have another option for grass types. Like grass types have to die to Smoochum.
Go left of the
I mean, we do have an option for the grass types. Kadabra is equally as good, but I don't want Kadabra to take hits against them.
I wonder what this one's going to be.
What? Okay. So everyone keeps saying Sand Attack. We'll get the
I was saying Acid Armor.
Well, so both Axu and John are like, use Sand Attack. If your plan is to use Sand Attack, you use it as early as humanly possible.
I guess that's a good point. Yeah, you're right. Go Sand Attack.
What?
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 You did subtraction. Hey, it became attracted to the opponent.
At least you're not confused. Do you think it might be worth switching?
Accuracy is down. They're both hanging tough.
No, I'm gonna wait to get confused, then I'll swap.
Okay.
I think she'll attract me and then confuse me, and then once I got 2 status conditions, I might as well swap.
Okay.
You
You gonna go for Waterfall or another
acid,
Sand Attack?
That throws Acid Armor out of the way. No, if I use 2 Sand Attacks, she's swapping out no matter what. We're never ever gonna
really?
use 2 Sand Attacks ever again.
Is that a thing the AI does?
No, but it makes me feel bad.
Oh.
If I use 2
Well, we
Sand
don't-
Attacks, I wasted 2 turns doing nothing.
Oh,
That's
no,
fine.
it attacked itself.
That's fine.
The heated action continues.
What is she gonna use? What attack is she gonna use?
She's gonna use Psychic. Her only other move is Pursuit. And
Okay.
Stab Pursuit is weaker than Psychic.
We're double swapping because I'm not having either of these Pokemon taking multiple hits.
All right.
Oh wait, what am I saying? No. So we found out that she loves making sure you have one status condition no matter what. Whether it's attract or confuse ray, she will go for one status condition. So this is a free turn. Because she will do a status condition right now. So what do I go for? Blizzard, obviously.
I think so, yeah.
I
I think it'd be a waste of time setting up a status condition because you already have a sand attack up.
Well, plus it's just one less turn of status conditions when I swap out.
Freeze.
Yep. See, free turn. I don't know why she's quirky like this, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, okay, I get 2 free turns.
Plus, she hasn't missed yet. Come on, give Steve his 1 turn.
How much do you think Waterfall is gonna do? Like
Probably the same
50?
amount as Blizzard did.
No, it won't do as much as Blizzard. Blizzard did like 65 ish. I think Waterfall will probably do, because I mean,
You could get a flinch.
oh my god, did I just not switch?
No, Pursuit does double damage if you swap out. That's the whole point of Pursuit.
Oh, I thought it did it to the next Pokemon. The Pokemon you swapped into.
Yeah, what it does is on the turn you switch, if the opponent was going to use Pursuit, it'll outspeed the switch, do double damage, then you switch. I'm surprised the Smoochum lived, though. I think the only reason it lived is because Dark is special. I think if Pursuit was a physical move like it is in newer games, that would have killed.
That did less than half. That did.
Do you think you should...
It did
No, it's not
33 damage.
She still hasn't missed yet.
I'm 2 for 2 at hitting myself, and she's 5 for 5 on not missing.
I mean, she's not doing much damage. Just tough it out.
Why? How?
John, I don't think it's worth switching. Vaporeon's taking no damage from Umbreon.
Speak for yourself.
Hey, you finally got the 1 miss. Now will you say it's worth it?
Okay, John, seriously? I'm actually mad. Stop saying quick attack. I'm telling you right now, I don't even think quick attack will do 10 damage. 10!
Yeah,
It'll
John,
take 4 quick attacks to knock out Umbreon. Do not recommend
Waterfall
quick
did
attack.
like 30.
Honestly, recommending quick attack there makes you look bad.
I mean, John's known as the guy who suggests Bide. It's his thing.
Okay, Bide is better than Quick Attack. I'm sorry.
So attract ends, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
My sole purpose in here is to get 1 stand attack off.
I think so. I think the only other Pokemon she could have at this point are either Magmar or Murkrow. Technically a rare Gengar, too. There actually is a 1% chance she has Victory Belt.
She tried to use attract.
It missed.
The nerve of this chick. Just in case, I don't think Blizzard will one-shot Vileplume, so we're just doing chip. We'll get as much chip as possible.
Yeah, I think Quick Attack is only a good idea if the opponent's got 10 HP.
Yes. 10. You cannot ask Quick Attack
is a
to do
finisher
10
for
damage.
physical attackers, not Vaporeon.
Attract can miss. It doesn't, but yeah, it does. Yeah.
Oh,
Wait a minute,
healing
how are you
100%
move.
accurate.
Ah, there goes my chip damage.
I mean, at least now you're not gonna. She's not gonna heal as much now.
Okay, yeah, but Attract is 100% accurate, so it can miss because of the sand attack.
I feel like I wasted Vaporeon there. Feels bad.
Orion didn't really serve much else purpose. Honestly, maybe instead of spamming Waterfall, you should have kept spamming Sand Attack.
Maybe. Maybe.
Actually, yeah, Blizzard would be more powerful than Psychic,
I mean,
but
it will be,
Psychic
but
is the guaranteed hit.
The thing is, so if I use Psychic and then I get knocked out, if I use Psychic this turn, Kadabra should finish it, right?
Absolutely,
Whereas if
yeah.
I miss with Blizzard, then Kadabra is going to take a hit.
Yeah, I go for Psychic. It's safer. And it's gonna special drop. Aw.
Blizzard might have knocked it out, actually.
Yeah, but you didn't want to chance
The
that.
extra 30 power was extra 45 power. Oh, it might have done it.
It wasn't worth the risk though, because if you missed, Kadabra could not. If Smoochum could knock it out, I highly
Yeah.
doubt Kadabra could have.
Gotta say, I've been extremely disappointed with Sand Attack. All right, Murkrow. Murkrow. Come on, throw up Murkrow.
The most likely chance is Magmar. I'm just saying it.
I think I could
Actually, wait,
two-shot
no, it's not
Magmar.
Magmar. No, it's not. Most likely is Murkrow.
Something pathetic. There we go. Something pathetic.
Okay, now
Yeah, I
please
got that
tell me
wrong.
Murkrow doesn't have like Shadow Ball.
Attract, Mud Slap, Fly, and Feint Attack.
Okay, Feint Attack. Feint Attack will probably two-shot, but by then it's too late. Oh, it didn't even
It's
matter.
gonna smooth his
Clutch
Feint
crit.
attack, but also that's a special move.
I don't
so-
know if that would have one-shot no matter what, but like Murkrow probably would have survived like 20 HP.
All right, time to bust out the credit card. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Bro, we're 27 hours in, and like half of that is at least the Elite Four. We're like 40 teams deep in the Elite Four. God, they make him look so evil. I would click down right now just to see if I can, but then I might lose access to it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, well I did it anyways. Turns out you can't leave. All right. Yeah, the funny thing is at the very end of the stream, I think John and I were debating on if this team could beat Lance, or sorry, get to Lance again, and we were like, hey, we're pretty sure it could get to Lance again.
You know what? They were right.
All right, what's the first Pokemon?
Let's see. 42% Tyranitar, 14% Tyranitar, 14 Aerodactyl, 14 Steelix. So most likely Tyranitar. There's 4 different teams that lead with Tyranitar.
Oh wait, how do we?
I don't
do
have a
attack?
fighting move, so that's out of the question.
I think
Vaporeon,
Vaporeon's your best lead.
Probably. Vaporeon's actually my best Pokemon against everybody but Dragonite and Gyarados.
Tyranitar has Rock Slide, Crunch, Dragon Breath, and Hyper Beam. So it's probably gonna want to use Rock Slide because Vaporeon.
Okay.
All right. I can't really.
Obviously,
let's
Kadabra is
see.
just good.
He always will have Dragonite, so plan around that.
So it's Smoochum Kadabra then guaranteed.
I think so. Yeah.
And
I mean, they're your
Smoochum is
best
there
Pokemon anyway.
Strictly or
Well, let me
Dragonite
see.
unless I don't have another option.
Wait, hold on. On his most likely team, he does have Gyarados, so it could be worth considering Electrode.
Kadabra's got Thunder
Maybe-
Punch and outspeeds.
I mean, Electrode would outspeed too.
Right, but Electrode is only good against Charizard, Gyarados, and Aerodactyl, which is also still pretty good, but Smoochum
I mean,
is
the
a
Charizard's
guaranteed
got
one-shot.
131.
Smoochum's a guaranteed one-shot on Dragonite.
Hmm.
Probably a one-shot on Aerodactyl. Although, let's be honest,
I don't
Smoochum
think it's
will
gonna
get
outspeed.
one-shot by Aerodactyl.
Yeah. Oh, another reason Vaporeon's a much safer lead. There are chances he leads with Aerodactyl or Steelix.
We're basically debating on Smoochum versus Electrode, and the question is, it's based on Dragonite. Like, Smoochum will guaranteed one-shot Dragonite and outspeed.
Yeah.
All right, then just send in Smoochum. He'll always have Dragonite.
What are the chances of Dragonite?
Guaranteed, 100%.
100%.
It's not a joke. He always brings it.
And it's not first ever?
No, he never leads with it. With this team, at least.
Okay, well, then it sounds like it's basically like 60% Tyranitar's lead, and then Dragonite's always going to be brought. So, I mean, it's basically guaranteed we need to start with Vaporeon and bring Smoochum. And then, I guess, it just goes down to Kadabra versus Electrode. I'd much rather have Kadabra.
All right, then go for it.
What are the chances of him having Gyarados?
It's on his 42% team, and
Could Gyarados even
His
one-shot
4%
Kadabra even if
team.
it wanted to? Hyper Beam? Does
Hyper
it have
Beam?
Hyper Beam?
Yes.
yes,
Yeah,
his
yes,
whole
it could.
team
Oh.
has Hyper Beam. That's what Lance is known for, dude.
Hmm.
Remember in Crystal,
Of
his
course
whole
Gyarados
team has
can
it.
one-shot
All right,
Kadabra.
we're
It's
gonna just we gotta go for it.
It's Kadabra. Kadabra does one thing, and that is blowing up people's minds and going first.
All right, it's either Tyranitar, Aerodactyl, or Steelix,
it's
but I'm
Steelix,
putting my
okay.
money on Tyranitar. Oh, all right, it says 14% team.
This still works because Aerodactyl is still weak to Waterfall.
Yeah.
Here's the first move.
All right, so
Aerodactyl
his
doesn't
third,
learn Earthquake. What?
he cheats in this
I think
game
it
too.
What? Aerodactyl doesn't
Wait,
learn
I'm pretty sure it
Earthquake?
learns Earthquake. Wait a minute.
It learns
I'm pretty
Earthquake
sure
in
it
later
does.
games at least. Let me look it up.
No, it gets Earthquake.
Really?
Okay, it gets Earthquake in Gen 2 onwards. It does not get it in Gen 1.
Gotcha.
Is probably where your confusion came from. It honestly, I
Okay, hold on.
understand.
What's on the 14% team?
What I was gonna say, it's 14. The 14% team has Charizard, but there is a 4% chance of Steelix. But those are the only two options: either Steelix or Charizard.
Dude,
And it's Charizard.
I think I could survive a hit.
The thing has Hyper Beam, dude.
It can miss.
Oh, he's flying. Okay. All right, he's gonna get the fly and see I go for Waterfall again.
Miss.
You just had to ask. No
And the
sand
best part
attack
is we can ask
necessary.
the Arbor now.
Yeah,
We know he's-
Acid
we know
Arbor
he's
now
gonna
because you're
fly,
not
so we
gonna
can
have
ask the
speed,
Arbor.
So you can't actually hit him with
Yeah,
Waterfall.
maybe.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. 27 hours in the making.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, that was a range. We without Acid Arbor there, we probably could have lived at 1 or 2.
I mean, yeah, but
We were at 75.
really
There was,
happy
I
about
mean,
the
it
miss.
did exactly half.
Okay, question. All right, do you think you can outspeed
why
Dragonite?
is Dragonite doing the
With
thug shake?
with Smoochum.
Oh, well, I meant with Vaporeon. No, you couldn't. I was thinking if Vaporeon could outspeed, since you're gonna die, it would have been worth 1 sand attack.
I went for sand attack.
Oh.
What did you think Waterfall is going to do? It's resisted.
I was thinking like 20 damage, probably.
20. Yeah, 20 is well, that's worth it. All right, switch and Blizzard. Faster, faster, faster. What? You're not faster?
Oh, miss. It
Uh-oh.
has 90% accuracy. Miss. Live.
Oh, no.
No!
Oh, no. This isn't good.
Oh, no! We're gonna lose! Oh!
Go-
I can't
I-
believe it! I just assumed we were faster.
You need to write down these speed stats, Steve. Like when you make the rentals, you should write down the speed.
Which was 65.
Because if you had the Smoochum speed written down, I would have told you, yeah, you're not going to outspeed. Is it worth going Reflect right away or going for Psychic?
Why would
'Cause
I
actually-
reflect?
Actually, here's one idea.
No matter
if you
what.
reflected, well, here's an idea. If you reflected and it went for Hyper Beam and you lived, he's got that recharge turn. But I think without the Reflect, Hyper Beam would kill. So that would give you an extra turn, I think.
Now that's an explanation. Because I was gonna say if it just Steel Wings, Reflex not worth it, but for Hyper Beam, worth it.
It's better protected against physical attack. There it is, Hyper Beam. That's it.
Okay.
There we go.
So the only way we can win is essentially special drop followed by like crit.
I think so.
We
And
could-
the
we
real
could
ballsy
throw
thing-
in a Kinesis,
The real
but I don't-
ballsy thing would be Kinesis during the...
Oh my god! Wow. Technically, if it
You think it's
misses
worth
whatever
Kinesis
attack it
right
uses
now?
next, we can win.
I think you need to go Kinesis.
Why? Then I have to have.
'Cause,
Then I have
like,
to
I
have
don't
it
think
miss
it's-
twice.
A Psychic crit is not even going to kill that from that health.
Okay,
You
so
could go
as
Thunder
it
Punch
currently
paralysis.
sits, all right, it's okay. First of all, if he misses a Hyper Beam, he doesn't have a recharge turn. So why would I
Yeah.
do that? So as it
Mm.
currently sits, we have a 10% chance to win because Hyper Beam's got a 10% chance to miss, or sorry, 15% chance to miss, and the Steel Wing's got a 10% chance to miss. If he gets one miss, we win. Basically,
I think
guaranteed.
all right,
If we
you're
use
right,
Kinesis,
yeah.
then we have to have him miss 2 turns in a row.
Yeah, that'll add down to like 10% or something around there.
Not to mention, we have a chance to miss. Kinesis.
What's this?
Oh, I also forgot to factor
let's
in
see
our
what
chance to
happens.
crit.
Wait,
oh my god,
what?
we can win! We can win!
What?
What did you do that for? Did you crit?
Oh, he cheated. Lance, no.
He knew the crit was gonna happen.
No. We were so close.
That was so close.
Yeah, Steve, if you had the speed stat memorized, I could have told you you wouldn't outspeed.
Aren't they both like 65?
Smoochum's space speed is 65. I don't know about Dragonite.
Pokemon Dragonite.
Dragonite has 80 base speed.
80.
80. Okay. So if we did, okay, let's put it this way. All right, guys. Obviously, Smoochum got one shot, but there was a 10% chance to miss. If we had thrown out Electrode, all right, would you feel better if we missed a Thunder? Would that make you feel any better? And then get one
Slightly.
shot.
Honestly, Electrode would not have helped. It would have helped if he had Gyarados instead of the Charizard, but honestly, the Charizard was straight up incompetent.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing with that Charizard.
Actually, Dragonite doesn't really have much for Electrode. It has Dragon Breath, Hyper Beam, Stealing, and Thunder.
All right, go ahead and randomize your team. I'll be back in a few minutes. I need to get some food.
Such high highs and low lows. All right, top monitor. All right, let's see what we got going on. Dunsparce off to a fantastic start. I don't think we've ever used Dunsparce, nor do I ever plan on using Dunsparce. Okay, Mareep. This team is going down the toilet quickly. Oh, there's Mareep. Okay. Nidorina. Unfortunately, if it were Nidorino, I'd feel a lot better because of Horn Attack, but unfortunately, Nidorina, don't feel good about that. Okay, we need 3 real Pokemon here. Okay, Electrode's back for round number 2. You know,
I got one more in me.
he's got another round in him. Nidoking. Okay. I said we're gonna get 3 real Pokemon. There's a chance we get 3 real Pokemon from here. Unfortunately, Nidoking's not very good against Will, but you know, fingers crossed. Okay, Tentacruel. I think
Our best
Tentacruel's.
Pokemon are weak to Psychic.
Yeah.
I don't like our Will odds.
Yeah, after Will, I feel a lot better about this team, but I don't think it's gonna beat Will.
If we beat Will, we have a great shot. I just think we have a bad chance at beating Will.
Yep. I don't even think I need to assign anything. Any held items. Reap. God.
I mean, for Dunsparce, Mareep, and Nidorina, no. For
Yep.
Electrode, Nidoking, and Tentacruel, assign something, I guess, because if we do manage to beat Will, we have an amazing shot at the rest.
Interesting. If only you weren't poison type, I could bring you to Will with Bite. Electrode. You know, let's see what the speed on Nidoking is. 111. I'm not sure Nidoking's fast enough to basically just like, you know, Horn Attack Will to death.
I don't remember what the base stat of Nidoking's speed is, but I know it's like kind of mediocre.
Okay. Well, with Sludge Bomb and Bubble Beam, Tentacruel is actually not too bad.
Okay, I looked it up. It's 85 base speed, which is pretty much exactly mediocre.
Yes, Axio. When there's a Horn Drill, there's a way. Unfortunately, with 5... So, like, Horn Drill's really good for the Gym Leader Castle in general until you get to the Elite Four, because there's 5 members in the Elite Four. But, like, going up the ladder, where there's a Horn Drill, there's a way, because you really only need to hit Horn Drill on, like, 1 Gym Leader, and that's, like, it. Alright, well, we're going to start with Electrode, Nidoking, Tentacruel. Fingers crossed. We don't really need to know what the team is because we're not changing our team, and Zatu probably still had the highest likelihood of going first. And even if it didn't have the highest likelihood of going first, I'd probably still go Electro because it's not weak to Psychic. Perfect. We'll know instantly if he swaps out or not.
The commands are made.
Sweet.
Here it comes. Thunder. Whoops.
Yep, that makes sense.
What will the trainer do now?
Oh, a crit. Great.
There's a big HP difference
Oof.
between the two combatants. Here comes a Pokemon.
You earned a reward for your crit. Thanks.
Oh, it's Lefable.
Okay, we weren't gonna win. Lefable's so good.
What'll it do?
One time I used the Clefable in Let's Go. It was like
Pokemon switch of
so good.
for battle.
It had like Moonblast, Shadow Ball, like Thunder and Ice Beam. I gave it. It was so good.
A psychic blast.
It was slow, but like
That's a hit.
it never died once.
Interestingly enough, if is Tentacruel faster than
It was
Clefable?
so good.
Of the next Pokemon.
Probably. Clefable is like the same speed as Nidoking, I would expect, but I want to hold Nidoking to try and horn drill something. So I think
Clefable is base 60 speed. Nidoking is base 85. So
Oh.
I think Nidoking outspeeds.
okay, well then we're just gonna use Tentacruel and Sludge Bomb. I want to save Nidoking for last second horn drilling.
Have been chosen. Oh, it's Tentacruel.
Yeah, it's got so little HP left too. So
The number of remaining Pokemon is 2 to 3. Sludge Bomb away. Yes,
Solid.
it's a hit.
I wonder if Sludge Bomb or Bubble Beam would do more.
Definitely Sludge Bomb.
So, what will be the
Not even close.
Pokemon?
I mean, we're talking 80 power versus 65, or sorry, it's 85 power versus 65 power.
It's 90 power.
Pokemon
Right,
rotate
right.
inside.
90.
Sparks are
Okay.
flying from both teams.
I wonder if he'll use Earthquake or Psychic.
Earthquake because lower physical defense by a
don't-
lot.
They're eyeing each other warily.
Is Tentacruel faster than Girafarig?
Tentacruel is like base 85 speed. Let me look up Girafarig speed. Okay, Girafarig is base 85, so no shot at outspeed.
Trainer has
Okay, well, if I have no shot of outspeeding, there's no point using Barrier then, because I would go second and I just get 2-shot regardless. So just Sludge Bomb and, fingers crossed.
They prepare for battle.
Okay,
What's this?
you said 85.
Hit. That inflicted some damage.
Axe, you said 100. Tentacruel's 100 base speed.
Sharp attack. That had to hurt.
No. The 100 is like it's.
Restore its
Isn't it
HP.
that? Isn't that? Actually, no. Tentacool doesn't have 100 in any stat. That's Tentacool with its special or special defects.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll finish off Girafarig with
Great hit.
I don't know if we can
Oh,
finish
shit,
it
I was
off with
wrong.
Horn Attack.
Hang on.
It does have 100 base speed.
That worked perfectly. Oh, it collapsed.
Did Tentacool still get outsped?
One Pokemon.
Well, I didn't start with Barriers, so it would have been a very different battle if I had started with Barrier.
Nidoking.
I
The last Pokemon.
it's fine.
Shit,
Now-
I was wrong.
Um,
From both competitors.
well, we know Thunder will knock out Girafarig. I don't know if Horn Drill will, or Horn Attack will. 65 power is actually quite low. I think I have to go with the highest probability of
They're eyeing
doing
each other
damage. Horn Attack, I think will 2-shot. So I think I have to go with Thunder because I'm going to get hit with Psychic here, and I need one Horn Drill for Zatu.
warily. They go into battle pose.
Dang it. I swore I was going to outspeed.
Thrill no weakness.
Okay, well, we lost no matter what because
What now?
there's literally no way that we can outspeed
Yes.
the
Going
Zatu. And since we can't outspeed the Zatu, we can't use Horn Attack or Horn Drill. So we lose.
Each team has only one Pokemon left for battle. The Pokeball opens to
Unfortunately, Psychic will not miss, so
down to the last
does not matter what I do, but I'm going to go Horn Drill anyways.
one-on-one now.
Yep.
Will this do it?
You know, if Electrode just hit that very first Thunder, we would have won.
That settles this battle. And there goes the battle.
Because we've already established that Electro can knock out Xatu with one Thunder, like without even a
Got
crit.
Electrode again.
Yeah, and it missed its Thunder, and then it swapped into Clefable. And Electro did its very best against Clefable. It brought it down to like 40 HP, which allowed Tentacruel to Sludge Bomb it. But unfortunately, there was this this speed mishap where Tentacruel happened to actually be faster than Girafarig, and we didn't know. So we should have started with Barrier, and we didn't. And that's probably the reason we lost.
Oh,
That
I'm
was
here
dumb.
now.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. That team was just okay. You know, it was gonna have to rely on Horn Drill at some point for like Lance. So, and it was probably gonna have to rely on Horn Drill at some point against Bruno too. So, you know, maybe you save some future Horn Drill, you know, disappointment. All right. Muck, not a bad start. Not a bad start. I think it gets Sludge, not Sludge Bomb, though. Hit. Grand Ball. I'm already liking this team. Technically, it's a real team.
Are you joking or?
So far,
It's
it's a
random
pretty
selection.
solid team. Oh my god, this team already has 3 playable Pokemon. Unbelievable.
Gonna get a Caterpie.
Okay, we've
Wait, what?
used Charmeleon in the past. It's not unplayable. Okay, well, you know, every team had to have a mascot.
The fuck is a gay Caterpie?
Oh my god, we've never
Porygon
used this.
2.
We've never used this. I don't even know if it's good. Obviously,
I know
we know
Porygon 2 has really
statistically-
good special attack.
We know it's
Why do
statistically
you
good.
have 2 Porygon 2 PNGs?
That's a good question. I'm gonna find that out. All right, hold on. 475,
One
475.
has a space.
475, 47. Oh, right. So I went to be like, oh, I don't have a Porygon 2. So I downloaded it. And then I'm like, oh, interesting. I guess I don't have a Porygon 2. And I guess I just added another one with a space. Okay.
Oh. Oh, okay.
All right. No,
Fair.
Axew, don't tell us that. We need to find out. No, Axew's ruined it. We now know what Porygon 2 is before looking at it.
Let's go
Yo.
gambling. Zap Cannon.
I know you're joking, but actually Zap Cannon is a high ceiling, low floor move, is what I like to call it. It has a high
Haha,
ceiling
I'm not joking.
because it could paralyze,
joking,
and the
let's go
opponent can
gambling.
then get fully paralyzed a bunch of times. But it has a low floor because it can also miss a bunch of times.
I'm not joking. Let's use Zap Cannon on what's his name? Xatu.
So we have relied on Grand Bull here before. We did, in fact, learn, especially from another stream, another Gen 2 stream, that even though something is super effective, like let's say Bite here against Will, Headbutt will still do more damage. So Bite is actually completely worthless on that moveset.
Does that thing have Bite and Headbutt?
Yep. And the only possible way, that you would ever pick Bite over Headbutt is if Headbutt is resisted and Bite is super effective. And I don't really think there's a Pokemon like that is super common or exists.
Not until
Not
Gen
until
6
Gen
when
6.
Steel became neutral to Dark.
Nope. Gen 3 has it because of Lunatone and Solrock. Because Rock resists normal, but not Dark.
So regardless,
Steve, when you're making
you
the
would
team,
never use Headbutt over, or you'd never use Bite over Headbutt. And since they both have the flinch chance, you know, it does. You don't even have that as an argument. Flinch. All right, hold on. Let's see what Houndour has. Guys, is Houndour better than Houndoom?
Deck.
Possibly, because it has actual moves.
Hold on. This is
Keep going between the two. I want to see their attack stats.
115, 95. But the attack stat doesn't matter except for Sludge Bomb. 115 versus 134, but you don't have to have anything. We've established that there are good Pokemon with 100 stats, so 115 is not unplayable. Houndour is just the Dark Fire Smoochum. Even has speed.
You're gonna apologize for calling Houndour the mascot?
Houndoom. Oh my god.
You gonna apologize for calling it the mascot?
I thought it was the mascot. Turns out Charmeleon's the mascot.
Yeah,
Actually,
yo, Houndour, an apology.
Hold on. If Axe used to be believed, Porygon 2 is the mascot.
Is conversion the one that changes? What does that do again?
This is horrible. A 60 power move with stabs of 90. So a 90 power move, a 40 power move, and a 100 power move with low speed.
Houndour, I'd like to apologize. I wasn't familiar with your
Okay,
game.
we actually need to consider the berries. This team can go. The only problem with this team is it has no fast Pokemon. And as you guys may be aware, in Stadium 2, going second matters.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think when you choose who to equip a Bitterberry to, think of what Pokemon you'll want to lead against Umbreon. Give that one the Bitterberry.
Umbreon. Umbreon has Psychic, right?
Yeah. Psychic and Pursuit.
And
So
it's gotta
honestly,
be
I think
that's gotta be
Houndour.
Houndour.
So yeah, give that the Bitterberry.
All right. As far as the rest of them is concerned, I don't really think the berries have had come into play very much. We've used the regular berry a few times, but it's never been the difference between dying and not dying. I can't think of us ever getting paralyzed. Ever.
Clefable can technically do it.
Okay, so which one is Clefable most likely to hit with Thunder? Tentacruel?
Yes.
Okay. Confusion, there's a lot of Pokemon that can get confused, but we've already established Houndour is going to get that one. Burn. The only fire Pokemon I can think of in the entire tower is Magmar.
Wait. Okay.
The Magmar has Fire Punch.
So the Burn Berry is just garbage. None of my Pokemon have Rest.
For fire moves, Clefable has Fire Blast, Muck also has Fire Blast, Magmar has Fire Punch, Charizard has Flamethrower. So the
Charizard,
chances of
okay.
Burn is low, but still there.
Yeah, well, the chance of getting set to sleep is 0. I don't think I've ever seen a single Pokemon use a sleep-inducing move.
The only Pokemon I can think that might have that is Gengar. Let me look. Okay, never mind. Not even Gengar has Hypnosis.
Yeah, so nothing. So this Mint Berry is just completely trash. It may as well not exist. Okay. So
Yeah, I
now,
don't see anything with a sleep move.
okay, so I would not want Granbull to get burned. Tentacruel, we don't want to get paralyzed. Houndoom, we don't want to get confused. I guess that kind of leaves Muck to get the regular berry. We don't want Granbull to get burned.
The Victory Bell on Karen's team has Stun Spore.
Okay, I don't know if we've ever seen him use it though. You would never get frozen, but sure. All right, we put the highest probability berries out there. Now let's watch our fantastic team get wrecked. I will. Okay. What are these possibilities for the first Pokemon?
Let's see. 42 Zatu, 14 Zatu, 14 Kadabra, 14 Kadabra, 4 Zatu. So
Zatu
like
or
a 60
Kadabra?
it's like a 60-40 in favor of Zatu.
Okay. So I don't have a Pokemon that can learn an electric move other than Porygon, so we're not really gonna go with that.
What,
Okay, so it has to be Houndour then to
what's
start.
Porygon's speed?
It's pretty low, I think.
Oh,
It's-
you're not gonna. Okay. Does anything of yours outspeed Zatu? Zatu has
Nothing on my
124.
team outspeeds anything except for Executor. Maybe Houndour outspeeds Clefable, but that might be it. Oh,
Hmm.
Tentacruel outspeeds a bunch of things, but
It
not
underspeeds the
Zatu.
Zatu.
Not Zatu. We've established Zatu has somewhere between 126 and 129 speed.
No, it has 124.
It does not.
Nope, it's what the tool
It's
says.
got a lot of speed.
124. That
All these stats were pulled directly from the game.
okay. Well, it just doesn't feel like it, but regardless, my range was mostly correct. Okay. Regardless, what's the second and third Pokemon?
Let's see. Girafarig, Clefable, blah. He uses Clefable in 3 of the top 4 teams, so he's probably gonna have that for sure. And
Ooh.
Girafarig is in 2 of those teams, and Exeggutor's in 1 of the teams. Girafarig's only in 1 of the teams. So yeah, it looks like Zatu / Kadabra. Then
Believe it or not, Muck is here
Clefable and
for
something else.
Clefable, so it's He said it's most likely gonna be Zatu, Clefable, Girafarig.
that is the most common team.
Okay,
Yeah.
well I don't have a Pokemon that can beat Girafarig thanks to Earthquake, so it might have to be Granbull, but Granbull's not gonna have it. Granbull's still gonna be slower. Oh, Granbull also has Dynamic Punch, so I guess Granbull can also beat Clefable when Clefable inevitably like crits or something. Muck. All right, Houndour, Muck, Granbull, I guess.
There's a dog behind you.
Yeah, I know.
That curtain blocks the door.
Door.
Oh, it looked like your dog went outside.
No, it's Acid Art. John, do you know all of them have Psychic, right? All of them.
Pretty sure Psychic is special and not physical.
All right. I don't see any reason not to use Houndour or Granbull Muck. Do you?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think who should be the lead though?
Houndour.
Okay.
Just double check. Crunch. With 115 in stab. It won't one shot, but oh,
How
not
often do
only
you
will it not one shot, but the thing is, at least it'll force Zatu into using Fly. Ooh.
Yeah.
And since we know Zatu's faster, we could start with a Sunny Day. Now the question is a Sunny Day Flamethrower stronger than a super effective Crunch?
Let me bring out the calcs. Let's
mean, you don't
see.
have to.
Flamethrower 95 with stab and sun. That's 213 power. And then crunch with stab times 2. They're about the same.
Then I'd rather just go for Crunch at the off chance that A, he swaps out.
No. Yeah.
And
No, not the
B-
same. Crunch is 25 power stronger.
Okay, well, okay.
Whoa! Following the challenger's victories over the gym leaders, the Elite Four have barred the way. The leadoff battler is Will, the psychic Pokemon
As long as it's not Clefable, we're fine.
He'll never lead with it.
Cool. Honk, honk.
Okay, I was gonna say it's probably gonna use Fly.
I couldn't take the risk that he was going to
Right.
swap out or not.
Vicious attack. Whoops, that missed. The heated action
I
continues.
should live this, though, so.
I don't know. Houndour's a glass cannon.
Great hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's exactly how much damage I thought it would do, too. I thought it'd do slightly more than half, but we're good. All right.
Ooh.
all right. At least Nightshade's not gonna kill. I think he might go for another
No,
Fly.
no. Now we're going to swap out. Now, question is, which one do I swap out into?
What are your other options?
He's going to fly, and then I'm going to select a move. He's going to hit me with fly, and then my move's going to hit him. I think Muck has the most probability of dying to everything. So getting a knockout with Muck is probably good. Plus, Muck's just got all the HP in the world.
Here comes a Pokemon Switch.
In hindsight, I don't know why I brought Muck because of the whole poison thing. Why did I not bring Tentacruel over Muck?
How will this newly
Dynamic Punch. Okay, that's why. I brought it for Clefable.
Hey, John, you might want to suggest Acid Armor.
hit? The hit lands right
If Muck was faster,
Sludge attack. That's it. Oh, and down it goes.
hey, Muck got its knockout. And we get a free swap in back into Houndour at some point.
Oh, it's Executor.
Oh my god, is Muck
He's
faster
got
than
the
Executor?
The number of remaining Pokemon is 3.
I don't know. I didn't see its speed stat.
That's fine. That's fine.
The Executor is the slowest thing on his team.
Strength? He's what? What in the world did he bring to bring Executor? Also, doesn't
Why-
Why
you-
did he
you go
use
for Psychic.
strength? He has psychic.
Super effective.
I mean, I get Muck has good special, but still.
Battle continues. A psychic blast. That was perfectly.
All right, give me a second.
Down it
One.
goes.
One.
The next Pokemon needs to be
One.
prepared.
I got a package that was just I got an email saying it was delivered. Oh,
That
did
was
he-
quick. Are
did
you
he
like right
actually
next
use
to the
Psychic?
door?
Well, I just yelled
Yeah.
upstairs for the others. Question is, do we think Flamethrower will knock out from here? Because
Trainer hasn't issued a
I feel like it should.
Executor has lower special defense than defense. I think it will.
Pokemon have been
You know, Executor
In
is
Gen 1,
ridiculous.
In Gen 1, though, with how the special stat worked, in Gen 1, Executor had lower defense, but nowadays it's the opposite.
heated action continues.
Yeah, in Gen 1, no. In this gen, sure. They ended up buffing its special
Come on,
defense
come on,
later.
come on, come on.
In, like,
Yeah,
Gen
there we
7.
go.
Oh, it's collapsed.
I hear buds here.
All right, the final Pokemon's going to be Clefable.
Pokemon
question.
remain.
It could be Girafarig, but that's rare.
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, I got
Pokemon. The
Uh,
number of remaining
I have
Pokemon
Pepsi
is
Cherry.
2-1. The 10th
Okay.
battle continues.
I should outspeed Clefable, right?
Yeah, I think so. Even so, its best move to you is Thunder.
Yeah, but I'm gonna die to whatever it uses, so I'm gonna get one attack here. Now the question is, what is my one attack?
They're eyeing each other warily.
Flamethrower by default.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I know John
One
pointed out
fun
that
fact,
Sludge
though.
Bomb's got like a 30% chance to poison, but I don't think poison's gonna matter.
It's
Here is
exactly
one thing.
30%.
If you outspeed and go for Sunny Day, Thunder's accuracy drops to 50%.
We don't know that it'll even use thunder.
Its other options are Blizzard and Fire Blast.
Oh, then yeah, probably.
What'll it do?
But I think direct damage is better.
Just getting okay. I have 2 Pokemon that are weak to Psychic, so I need. Oh my God, we did it.
They're both hanging
The odds of us losing with Granbull and Muck so low. I don't at this point. I don't even need to use Dynamic Punch.
Oh, a blow to the weak
I
spot.
get a burn too.
To hang in
Oh no, it was a crit. My bad, not a burn.
Whoa, that missed again.
Well, at this
Go for
point,
quick attack.
I'm less amused.
Go for quick attack.
Yeah, John, this is where quick attack would knock out. You do it when there's 7 HP left, not 34. Oh. Quick attack. Quick attack is so bad. I have overrated quick attack. Quick attack can it ceases to get worse and worse. Every time I use like a normal move like Swift or quick attack or whatever, I always overrate how much damage it's gonna do.
Yeah, Mach Punch and Bullet Punch are way better.
Every time
Yeah,
I use
because
quick
those can
attack.
deal super effective damage.
Every time I use quick attack, I'm like, oh, it'll do more than 20 damage, and then find out it does like 13. It never ceases to show me how bad it can be. Basically, the only way quick attack is essentially everybody treats quick attack like it's stab quick attack. Okay, well, half of them are weak to Houndour. Houndour is also our fastest.
So it's 57% chance Electrode and a 42% chance of Muck. There is a rare 4% chance that he leads with Golbat.
Okay, that's fine.
And he always has Venomoth.
I'm trying to think what Pokemon do the most amount of damage with the highest accuracy moves. I'm thinking Sludge Muck is the highest power currently. Granbull is kind of second, but oh, actually, hold on a second. Sludge is 65 power. I keep forgetting that. No, Granbull is definitely our strongest.
Chameleon? What?
Never would I pick Charmeleon. Fire Blast? No way. He's saying Charmeleon because Electrode, but I'm telling you, it's gonna get 2 double teams before Electrode even hits 1 dig. Also, we don't even know if the 1 dig will knock it out.
It wouldn't. Plus, that gives him a free double team setup.
Yeah, I need high accuracy. Oh my God. Is Porygon worth taking for Swift? Like, not in the front, but like in the back.
I think so, as like a emergency move. Can anyone what does conversion do? They keep changing this move. I'm looking it up.
So is our team Houndour, Granbull, Porygon? What is Sludge super effective against on this team? Ariados?
Nothing. Nothing.
Really?
Yeah, nothing.
Sludge is only super effective on grass and well, do you see a grass type?
No, they're all poison.
Oh, I just realized. Hey, Steve, what's Porygon 2's moveset? Like, what's its first move?
Swift.
Conversion's pointless. It turns you into the type of your first move, so it'll just turn you into a normal type. The move is used. If Zap Cannon was on the top, it could turn you to an electric type, which could help.
Okay, well, if poison's useless, then Tentacruel is also useless. So yeah, it's definitely Houndour, Granbull, Porygon.
Game Freak, try not to be.
No, actually, hold on.
Challenge.
Sorry,
impossible.
It's Granbull, Houndour, Porygon.
I think so.
Hold on. 115 special attack with stab flamethrowers, 145 power. We got 105 power headbutt versus 145 power, and then 149 attack stat versus 150.
Axu's right. Hold on. That's the modern conversion. It says in Gens 2 to 4, conversion changes your type to any of its one moves randomly. So even worse.
Really? I thought conversion
So
always just looked at the opponent's first type and made you resist it.
that's only in that's conversion 2. Conversion 2 would be a far better move.
Oh. Okay.
So I guess
Would you
conversion,
say that
if
these
used by
the Pokemon on this team mostly have lower special defenses? Actually, all of
Let
them.
me look.
Would you say
Compared to their
all of them
defense?
have lower special defense?
All right, let's see. Venomoth, lower defense. Ariados, lower special. Golbat, lower defense. Gligar, lower special. Electrode, lower defense. Muck, lower defense.
Oh, so most of them lower defense.
Yeah, but some of them are kind of close with each other, like 5
Plus,
point gap.
Houndour has the chance to outspeed Pokemon like Muck and
It does.
Venomoth?
What's its speed? It will only outspeed the Muck and the Ariados. It will not outspeed anything else.
I mean, that's more than Grand Bull, which will never outspeed anything.
No, it could outspeed Ariados.
It's a spider, and yet it's slow. I mean, I know spiders in real life aren't that fast, but they're definitely faster than.
Ask John. He knows some fast spiders.
Spiders look fast,
The next opponent is Koga.
at least for their size.
Avoid being mesmerized by this skillful ninja.
In hindsight, we knew he was going to start with Electrode. Maybe this was a bad decision.
It was
Maybe
like a 60-30 with Electrode or Muck.
he said both of them have lower defense, so that made it 100% chance that he was going to play a Pokemon with lower defense. Dang it, that is less than half. Darn it.
I mean, I don't think Sludge Bomb would kill, just because the lower effective power too.
All right. Out of curiosity, have you ever done like either the math or just like the feeling of toxic? Like, how many turns deep should you really start caring about swapping out of toxic? Is it 3?
I think I only really ever like to accept 2 toxic turns and then I switch, because after that it gets real bad. I think it goes from 1/16 to 1/8 to 1/4.
Huh. Heck yeah, now it's worth swapping.
Plus, it'll turn your toxic into poison.
That's only a Gen 1.
So that's his second most common team. It's okay, he has no ground moves.
Toxic only turns into poison
Gonna-
in Gen 1.
No, Gen 2 it does it as well. We looked this up extensively. I think it wasn't until Gen 3 where toxic would remain.
All right, I'm gonna do one more turn before swapping out. We gotta.
Have you thought of going for acid armor?
Funny. Ouch.
Okay, you need to switch to Porygon.
Why not Grand Ball?
Well, it's already got double teams set up, and what else is Porygon going to do? His only other Pokemon is Venomoth.
Makes sense.
The Pokemon is returning to its Pokeball. Oh, it's Porygon 2.
Yeah, see? He's trying to cheat.
No, this is his strat. This is just what he does.
How will this newly switched out Pokemon fare?
Yes. Keep doing that. You got 2 more to go before you get all 6. Keep doing that.
It's concentrating on
Thought he's at +3.
Oh, I thought he was at 4.
I don't know.
a light attack.
That's stab? It has like 107 attack stat or whatever.
Sandstorm burst.
This Gligar's 142 defense.
Showing signs of fatigue yet. What's next? Wearing the bow down.
Why did he pee on us?
How's that?
No, like,
Glanced right off.
why did it look like he was peeing on us?
The white hot
Because he likes to rain on your parade.
I feel like
I
one,
think
I
you
feel
just
like
need to
one
keep
more
going for
Swift.
it.
I feel like one more Swift will put it in flamethrower range.
They're eyeing each other
I feel like as it currently sits, it will probably not die to flamethrower, but if I use one more Swift, it will. Unless you guys think flamethrower will knock it out from here.
From there, its special defense is lower, but it's still 102.
Yeah, I think I need one more Swift before I think flamethrower will knock it out.
What now? A light hit.
Okay, well at this point we're not swapping out. We're just gonna go on.
You just need to keep going for Swift until you die.
What'll it do? That did little damage.
Announcer, that's our strategy. Is it did little damage.
Sandstorm finally quieted. Since the raging sandstorm
If I had
has
quick attack, I'd use it now.
visibility has improved down on the field. Ouch! Iron Tail! Oh, that's a miss. There's the attack. That was a
I think poison will probably kill us here.
Ow!
Yep.
Additional
Hey, at least we got a swap out or kind of free.
Clean sweep. A clean switch.
All right. Well, I think obviously we gotta go Houndour. It's already poisoned.
The Gligar's attacks, its only attack is Iron Tail. So technically Houndour resists Iron Tail.
Cool. They have PP in this game, right? Like it can run out of.
I'm
Tails?
pretty sure they do, yeah.
Unfortunately, it has 10, right?
Iron Tail, I think thought it had 15.
yeah, it has 15. It's got 15, but 5 in Legends Arceus. But this isn't Legends Arceus.
It increased its evasiveness.
Also, hey, online bully.
Can we pull a Lance?
Whoops, that missed.
Only this Houndour had Feint Attack instead of Crunch.
Fierce battle.
No,
Combatants face each other.
I disagree.
But Feint Attack would skip accuracy checks.
Yeah, but it also has lower power.
Started glowing.
I mean, I guess this one
It would help.
scenario.
It would help this one battle, and it would be worse in every other battle.
Scouring sandstorm burst. Both hanging tough. What's this? Right. That's
Unfortunately, we couldn't get some routes luck.
There's only one.
Apparently, routes luck only worked for Lance.
Oh,
Right.
Granbull is down to the last Pokemon now.
That's not fair. Red Bull hasn't even been out a turn yet.
Sparks are flying from both competitors. They're
What's this
Honestly, it'd be
nonsense?
if you went Dynamic Punch at -6.
What's next? The poison will
God,
What
did
the
you
heck
see
was
it?
it? What-
Did you see its lip?
Yeah. What? That looked weird.
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go.
We're in a battle currently. We're fighting against the poison.
just one Pokemon
Just
remaining.
switch out.
So we have one and he has one.
Oh, it's Venomon. This is the last Pokemon. Scouring
Shocker.
A sharp attack. Great hit.
I think after the sandstorm damage, that should be enough to knock it out now with headbutt.
Sandstorm Ritz and Tan.
All right, we just gotta hit him one time from here. We're toxic poison, so you know, the fight against the clock.
Concentrating on improving its stats. There it goes. Hit. That one.
Imagine if that lived at 1 HP and the sandstorm wore off.
One goes down. And there goes the battle.
You know, I think it was a steel poison type starting in starting in Gen 3. I think in Gen 2 it's a psychic bug type. So it took sandstorm damage.
I thought it was psychic flying.
That's
Oh.
what Scott wants you to think.
It's always been
Oh, hey
psychic
Steve,
flying.
there's some bad news with Bruno.
He's hard.
He is most likely, he's got roughly a 56% chance to lead with Blastoise.
What do you mean
Oh
he's hard?
no! Are you telling me I have to play Porygon and I have to hit Zap Cannon?
Yes. Yes, it's- Wait, what's yeah, and also the Blastoise has dynamic punch and it outspeeds.
The battle of the 50% moves.
Its most common team is Blastoise, Golem, Machamp. He could have a 14% Kangaskhan, Machamp, Heracross, but he also has a Blastoise, Machamp, Onix he could go for.
Oh, I don't have anything good against the champ this game.
He always has Machamp, so it's always
yeah, I
something
know,
you gotta
but
think
I don't.
about.
I don't have a psychic type this time.
I think your best move against Machamp is. Oh, I was gonna
mean,
say
it's-
Tentacruel, but then I just remembered Earthquake.
It's Porygon Tentacruel. The question is, who's third?
Houndour?
But Houndour is gonna absolutely get wrecked by Machamp because essentially what's gonna happen here is Porygon is going to hopefully beat Blastoise, then die to whatever's next. Tentacruel is going to hopefully beat Golem and then get chip damage on whatever's next. And then the third thing needs to knock out Machamp. So whatever we pick here needs to knock out Machamp. Unfortunately, with essentially Cross Chop and Earthquake, Machamp is super effective against all four of our last Pokemon. So we just have to go for whatever we. First of all, what are my four remaining Pokemon? Do any of them outspeed outside of Houndour, which we already know will get one shot by Earthquake? So Houndour is worthless.
Houndour outspeeds. What's what? It only outspeeds Machamp and Golem.
We're only talking about Machamp. Literally, we're right now our decision making is
Oh,
only for
it's got
Machamp.
85 speed.
85, you say? Okay. I think both Charmeleon and Houndour will both get one shot by Machamp's Earthquake, so I think they're both out. Granbull and Muck, I think, can survive one hit from Machamp. So, question is, which one do I think can beat Machamp? They both have the same defense. Muck has got slightly more HP, which shouldn't matter. They have the same speed. Granbull's got higher attack. I think we have to go Dynamic Punch just because we're not gonna beat Machamp without Dynamic Punch. And both of them basically have the same damaging move in Sludge versus Headbutt. Neither one of them are gonna get flinches, so secondary effects don't particularly matter. Well, okay, so does Machamp have Cross Chop? I'm trying to prove.
Yeah.
Okay, well then it
And,
doesn't matter,
and
John.
Scope Lens.
Granbull dies to Cross Chop and Muck dies to Earthquake. It really doesn't matter. The difference is Cross Chop's not 100% accurate, so I guess there's that. But Cross Chop also has more power. So picking Granbull, there's a higher likelihood of it getting one shot, whereas Muck won't get one shot. but once again, I still don't think it matters. Yeah, so essentially the way this battle is going to play out is assuming Blastoise just goes right. Blastoise misses whatever move it uses or doesn't do a lot of damage. Porygon hits Zap Cannon, paralyzes it, and then hits another Zap Cannon, knocks it out. Then on the next Pokemon, which would be Golem, we pray that, you know, for swift defeat.
Just lead with Porygon 2 and just have your other Pokemon be what were they going to be?
Well, oh no. What would Golem use against Tentacruel? Or sorry, what would Golem use
Magnitude.
against Porygon 2?
Probably Magnitude.
Okay, so swapping into
Do you ever
Tentacruel-
see it use Rock Smash?
Well, I was thinking, well, what if we
is only effective 40 base power if it's super effective. It's not going to use Rock Smash.
honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, did you say Porygon? How much speed does Machamp have?
85.
Damn it! I was gonna say, in theory, when we're assuming the team we're talking about is the 42% team, right? Blastoise, Golem, Machamp. Blastoise, Golem, Machamp. Okay. Well, he left. Yeah, so Porygon, Tentacruel, and gotta be either Granbull or Mach. What do you think has a higher chance of living? Granbull with a cross chop or Mach with an earthquake?
What are the defensive stats?
So it's 100 defense versus 200 power, and 103 defense versus 300 power.
I think the Muck is more likely to survive just because of no stab.
Yeah, because both of them essentially have to survive whatever attack he uses
Oh yeah.
and hit a dynamic punch.
Hey Annie, I gotta head off and do my stream, but here's the thing I was using if you wanted to help Steve.
We're real close to finishing up. This is probably
Yeah,
gonna
you can
be,
always redirect to mine when you finish.
okay. I will try and remember that.
All right. See ya.
Oh no. Oh no. Heracross definitely has a fighting move, right?
Yeah, it's got reversal and counter.
Oh, actually, no, that's fine. Reversal's got 20 power, so reversal's garbage. Counter, I could just not use Swift or not use Swift. Does it have a different move?
It has reversal, counter, horn attack, and earthquake.
Oh, it's gonna use Earthquake. Okay. Well,
Heracross is good special defense, but maybe use Zap Cannon.
I'm gonna use Zap Cannon, probably swap out.
Okay, glad we're in agreement.
I think we're gonna use Zap Cannon and swap out into Damn it! Both Muck and Tentacruel are weak to Earthquake.
Oh. Okay, that doesn't do a lot of damage, but it was lucky.
Oh, it's so bad. Everything is weak to Earthquake. Nothing is super effective against Heracross.
What if you use Swift to try to bait counter? and then you swap.
Why would he not use Earthquake every single turn from here on out?
Because counter does a lot of damage.
But why would he do that?
If you use Swift and then you swap, he'll think you're going to use Swift again, maybe. I don't know.
Does he have a good hold item? Like, is Thief worth it?
He has a Mint Berry.
Nope, definitely no. Okay. Nothing super effective against Heracross, right? It's Fighting Bug.
He's weak to Flying, Fire, and Psychic.
I
don't
have
think you have any of those.
nothing. Porygon's so useless against here. Porygon really, it just exists to zap cannon, so I think we just have to swap.
Or to Zap Cannon, World is a frick.
Okay, which one is the higher probability of winning? Tentacruel has Sludge Bomb. Okay, which one? Okay, what does it resist?
Heracross resists Fighting, Dark, Ground, Grass.
Not poison?
It does not resist poison or water.
Tentacruel it is.
Here comes a Pokemon switch.
All right, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to start with a barrier. John, we can't use Swift. Swift's going to do like 30 damage. We did what we could with Porygon, and that was it. There was nothing else we could have done.
How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of
I mean, I knew it was going to do half, but
He
come
also
on.
resists Bug and Dark, but we already knew he resisted
Wow.
Dark.
It was so much. I was like, it's gonna do half, then I'm gonna use barrier, and then I'm gonna survive the next 2 hits, and my god, did that do so much.
Heracross has the Will of God.
How do you predict that? I have Bubble Beam.
So, what will be the next
I know.
Pokemon?
Now we're dead.
Oh, it's Muk. The number of
In the end, it doesn't
Pokemon
even matter if we went with Porygon.
still
Or
early
not.
in the battle.
Nothing can beat Heracross. Nothing.
See,
He's
that's
not
why
he's
he's
not
my
getting
favorite
paralyzed.
Pokemon.
What now? It's become confused.
Hit yourself. Of course.
There's the shot.
You're confused and paralyzed. Both.
It used a berry to restore its HP.
Heracross is
That
kind of insane in Gen 2.
prepare for battle.
Confused and paralyzed.
He got Power Creep, but like in
The hit
early
lands
gens,
right
he's
on.
insane.
Aha! It's confused no more. Hang on, Earthquake. That struck home. Yes, it goes
And then he got his
down.
Mega, and he went back to being insane.
Is there any way of stopping this incredible Pokemon force? This
Harder to
Pokemon is
use, but
rejoining the
185 base attack.
Heracross countered our whole team. It really did. It didn't matter what we did.
It's a swift attack. That's it. Oh, it collapsed. That KO will bring out a
Like, we were gonna lose to Heracross for the same reason we're gonna lose to Machamp. We already know 100% he's gonna bring Machamp, so it really it didn't matter.
one Pokemon faces
We had a hard time beating one Pokemon with Earthquake. Beating 2 Pokemon with Earthquake was just impossible.
Bullseye. That settles this battle.
How sad.
There goes the battle.
Hey, you know, we played a whole stream today and only lost 3 teams. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, you really need a flying type to deal with Heracross.
We just needed a psychic type just on the team. Anywhere.
That would have been nice, but
We had a psychic type. Its name was Porygon 2, and they didn't give it psychic or Psybeam. Not psychic type, but it
Yeah.
might as well be. It's an honorary psychic type.
yeah, it's an honorary psychic type. The only reason it's not a psychic type is because they gave it that one.
Holy
friggin-
shit, I got a
heck-
shiny.
They gave it that texture thing.
I
that
just,
ability that makes it able to.
did you see that?
Oh wait, yeah, I saw it. The reason they gave it the normal type is because in Japanese conversion is called texture. So like it retextures itself as the different types. But the default texture is normal because default is normal.
I didn't know this website had shinies.
Yeah, neither did I.
Oh boy. What a team. All right. Electrode, okay. As we're actually Electrode is literally growing on me. It's actually just feeling like Gen 1's or not Gen 1, but well yeah, Gen 1, but it's feeling like Stadium 1's version of Jolteon, where you just use Thunder and Prey.
Not as good as Stadium 1 Jolteon, but like a nerf version, but like
Right.
not that much nerf.
No, it's still pretty nerfed, but yeah. Oh boy. Okay, well, this is interesting. I oops. I don't know what to make of this team. It has potential. It has a lot of one move Pokemon. So it's got Sandslash, which basically only knows Earthquake. It's got Electrode, which basically only knows
Basically, only
Thunder.
knows Thunder.
And it's got Nidorino, which basically only knows Horndrill. So, on the bright side, that when you pick your team, it's going to be real easy. You got to know exactly which Pokemon to pick every time because it's the same three. And the same three moves. There isn't a lot of move choice. All right, Togetic,
Yeah.
Fly Double Edge with 71 physical attack, so it's just garbage. Nidorino. As we mentioned, oh look, it has Thunder. So it has,
It has
one.
2 moves.
It has 2 moves. Still nothing. I don't know why I've expected it to have more.
I'm gonna enter I'm gonna start entering the rentals to the calculator.
Totodile knows Surf and Blizzard and has 79 special attack. That's so unfair. Why couldn't they give it more? All right, Murkrow. I think we've established that Murkrow just doesn't have good power to its moves. Yeah. Fly with 116 attack is okay. Faint attack with 115 special attack is okay. Nightshade is just the most okay move ever. But it's just Fly's got 70 power. Faint attack's got 60 power. They are stab, and they do have like pretty decent attack stats, but it's just super okay. Sandslash, as we've established, only knows Earthquake. Maybe Sand Attack if you want to get real dicey. I don't know. another team that will die to Will, for sure.
Yeah. Probably lead Kadabra 42%.
Oh, right.
Zatu lead is
Nope, that's it. My bad. Didn't mean to
14%.
start. All right. Anyways, thank you guys for joining in on today's stream. I appreciate it very much. I am going to remember how to swap over the entire stream over to speed streams. Let's see. It was customization, redirect, other channels. Speedrunner. There we are. What do you know? Speed's actually playing the same game, so literally you will not skip a beat. All right. I set the redirect. I think it will redirect the moment I click end stream here. So let's see.
It should.
Okay. Well, I clicked